Today, in a new TouchDesigner tutorial, we're going to create reactive particles. So for this tutorial, we need to work with the particlesGPU. We'll be in Tools, particlesGPU, and we need to use the opticalFlow. So I'm going to leave this there. Okay, with the particlesGPU, we need to connect here a null. After that, we need a transform, and then a null again. And for the null, we can preview this. And for the transform is for just adding color in the background. So we have this. After all of this, we need a camera because we need to change the view of the particles. Go to here, render camera. First, as you can see with the particlesGPU, we have a lot of options. Here, particlesGPU, forces, render, material, and particle source. Okay, so we're going to set up a few things of here. Yeah, so first we need to change the distance of the camera, maybe 10 or maybe 15, so you can see what's going on. These blue lines are the bones here of the particles. We can enable or disable, but it is the area where it's like the limits. So for example, if I put 2 and 2, you can see what's this area and the particles disappear. So first we need to change. I'm going to use just for right now the leaf. But with particle source, we have a lot of options here. For example, right now, the position of the is creating a rectangle in the top, and the position it's like rotated, and it starts from the top. But in forces, you have this external. So right now, it's going to down. I'm going to, I can stop this, or maybe I can change this. And next, I'm going to put 1 and go to the right. So this is the things that's going on. But for me, right now, we don't need this one. And we need, I always forget this, keyboard in, just for here, particlesGPU, reset this. Reset. Press 1 and start over. So in particle source, we have rectangle. I'm going to put a star from the center, and I can rotate this, and we can see, I'm going to put 2, 2, and 2. We can see it's creating 3,000 points in this 2 by 2 rectangle. I can go to particlesGPU, put 100, like 15, variant 5. Okay, press 1. And we have this square of particles. You can continue. You have circle. What's press 1? You can maybe have a box, more 3D. But for me, it depends of what is how I can do it. But for me, sometimes I prefer use a ramp. Copy and paste. And now this will be vertical. And connect this to a reorder. Okay, first what I'm doing, the first run will be position X, and the second one will be position Y. So I connecting everything to this reorder, and this reorder will be input 1 will be red, will be X, and input 2 will be green. Blue, we need maybe nothing, 0, 0. Or if you want 1 just for the alpha, and create this like UV map of all of our maybe particles. Connect to a null, and we need maybe to that. Maybe will be just work with RGB. Let me check RGB just in case. And I can connect. You have a lot of options here. I'm going to move maybe here. You have here the particle source, particle source color, velocity, optical flow, and effector. Right now, I just need particle source. And and I press 1 and we have this square. It's the same, it's a square. But it's not in the center. For the center, you have two options. You can create a math. No, mate, it's math. This one, and go to range. I'm going to show you the two options and change to minus 0.5 between 0.5, and you have this in the center. Okay, option 1, but I prefer use the point transform and go to align origin center. Nice. And the cool thing, we can scale this maybe 4, 4, 4. If you want more, 5, 5, 5. Yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of particles. And second thing, I prefer, depend of your computer, I prefer use 30 frames by seconds because I care by my computer, so I prefer that. Take care of this. Okay, and okay, we have our particles, and right now we can change this sleeve. I prefer line. And yes, line is not a line, it's just dots. So yeah, things of GPU. It's maybe a thing for the material here. It's line. It's active points. Okay. Okay, we have our particles, and we can add more things. For example, I'm going to create a ramp. Simple ramp, the same resolution, circular, and I'm going to animate this, the face. Why not? Maybe it's time but seconds. Multiply that 2. And I'm going to connect to my optical flow. Woohoo! And I'm going to connect that to here, optical flow. But first, I need to check a few things. Forces, we don't need turbulence. We don't need nothing of this. Render is okay. Yeah, and I'm going to change the size of the particles. Will be 0.5 between 1/2. Press 1. Yeah, small points. And then I'm going to connect this to optical flow, and you can see it's affecting. Ooh, crazy things. We can change the distance, maybe it's at 10, so you can see what's going on. What happened here is like you applying a lot of maybe forces, something like that. I'm going to change the particles, the speed, because crazy. Woohoo. So it's creating, and then for the optical flow, it's moving. And for example, what happened if my ramp or my image or whatever I'm creating is different resolution? For example, not that resolution, no. HD, for example, like this. Have different resolution because I have a square here, and this is resolution is 69. So the cool thing, we have this is 1.77. So we can go here to forces. Here we have the optical flow side, so we can put 1.77. And now we have this much better. So the cool of all of this is we can play with this, maybe change the RAM and see what happened. Maybe repeat, maybe it's mirror. Yeah, it's different. Or maybe this will be white and this will be black, and see, yeah, more. And maybe repeat, something like that. And you can put more lines. You have crazy things. I'm going to add here a feedback. Reset with this keyboard in. Going to use a transform, just maybe, and then level. and connect everything here. Composite, connect here, high level, not too much. And send the feedback to the composite, and the composite will be maximum. So yeah, much better. We can change, yeah. And again, we can disable the display bones. We have this, okay? And with the transform, for example, we can change the scale of the feedback. Yeah, crazy things like that. Or maybe not too much. Maybe, or you can add another thing that I like to add to the particles. It depends on what you want to create. Put a blur, and you create that like smooth light, but it's just, you can see it's a blur. If I put more, it's like more a glow. I'll put maybe 3. I'm going to, yeah, and then we can continue with this and going adding again the display bones, and we can change the limits. Maybe it will be 6 and 6 to the left and right. Yeah, we can create maybe a noise. Let's see what happened. And the noise, no, here not. Sorry, I disconnect something. Oh, with the flow. I can connect the noise. Yeah, crazy. So first, we need to change maybe the resolution, because we need the same as the ramp. And okay, we have our noise. Oh, sorry, change the numbers here. Press 1. And we need to, will be RGB maybe. Much better. Let me check if everything is okay. What is different with this? Yes. Some moving, yes, because we need to change a few things. First, simple 4D and animate it. Seconds, multiply 0.2 maybe. What seconds? So we have like these weird things. We can again change the distance of the camera. Maybe we can put not too noisy. Change the offset. This amplitude will be 1. And yeah, so you can create with the noise or with the ramp thing, crazy things. But the cool thing about this is, okay, we can add whatever we want. So right now I'm going to use a device. So you're going to see me. Hi, it's me. And I'm going to, I always forget how to twist this, but for me, I prefer to use a mirror. Mirror, rotate it. And mirror to, okay, because I can move my hand. And then I'm going to connect mono, because I prefer black and white. You can see my resolution. We need more resolution. Wait. And maybe again the same resolution as the ramp and the noise. And I'm going to feed to horizontal. So hey, me. And see what's happening if I connect this to here. I can move my hand. Yeah, so I am affecting the particles. I'm going to change the distance again, 10. So you can see what's going on. I'm going to press 1. And the cool thing about the point transform is we can change the scale of this. Maybe it's 8, so it's more, yeah, wide. Press 1 again. So we can like creating this resolution, but it's working with me. And I can move whatever I do is reacting with my movement. And I can check what happened with the force if I apply different force, less force, not too much. I'm moving. I can put here so you can see I'm moving, not too much, but when I move the force, more crazy. Again, what happened with the offset. Oh, yeah, you can create something interactive with this. It's not complicated. And again, I can enable this effect with the particles or more, maybe change the scale, something like that. And you can add this. Another thing that you can add first is create a ramp. I'm going to connect this ramp so you can see what's going on. And we can connect this to a chop too. And for the particles GPU, go to render. You have here the color of the particles. I can connect this to here. And for this, we have two options, H and velocity. If I put velocity, maybe it's not too much, but it works better with H. And maybe I can create a color here. Brightness. I'm going to put this purple color. Bright, bright, bright. And we have that, and connect the noise and connect me. And yeah, so you have this. Obviously we can add here a level, and add more brightness. So yeah, you have this crazy thing working with me. So yeah, that is the tutorial. So it's like how you can create crazy thing with particles GPU and optical flow. Yeah, and crazy great. It's like with a RAM, a noise, or with yourself create weird things. And I hope you like it. If you have any question, just send me a message on Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, or wherever, and I try to answer. And see you in the next tutorial. Bye.